Okay, boys, they won't all fit under a cloche today, so you're blindfolded, but you can remove and see the first one in 3, 2, 1.
Frothy milkshake.
All right, give your milk a shake.
Oh! It doesn't move.
Oh, that's brave. No, right.
So this is the dish. The ingredient is something traditionally used in the British Isles. No, use a spoon like you normally would use a spoon, not like a hammer.
Oh, it's moussey. Oh, but it's also...
Oh, it's also custardy inside.
Yeah. Count of 3. Cheers.
3.
I'll tell you exactly what that tastes like, Ebbers. That tastes exactly like rice pudding without the rice.
So you're getting the milkiness of it. Does it remind you of a flummery or a blancmange?
I don't know what the first one you said was.
No, but a blancmange? No, not really.
No, it's too firm for a blancmange.
It is predominantly just milk enriched with a little bit of egg, yolk and white, and a little vanilla.
So it's a custard?
But it's set with something, and that's what we're talking about.
Gelatin.
Nope.
Bonito flakes. Nope.
No. I mean, it looks seaweedy, but it doesn't smell it. Are we eating it? We're going to eat it, aren't we?
We have to eat it.
We have to eat it.
It looks like it could be like a dried mushroom.
I've never tried it like that.
No, it's like eating plastic.
Yeah, don't eat that.
This is often harvested off the coast of Yorkshire or southwest England, so sort of Dorset, and it goes by the name of Dorset moss or Irish moss.
I've heard of that. I've heard of that. No, I've heard of it. I've never heard of it being used for a gelatin substitute.
So essentially, boil it up, and what it releases is a trio of carbohydrates that gives it a really gloopy, gelatinous consistency. Very different to like a cornflour thickened milk dessert, like a blancmange, and also very different to a gelatin-based set dessert. Kind of unique, but used quite commonly nowadays.
Really?
What?
You'll often find this, also known as carrageen, i.e. the seaweed, in things like fat-free yogurts. That is Dorset moss.
When it comes to ingredients based in the UK, I wasn't expecting something that foreign.
Well, if you think about it, if we're talking about the British Isles, you know, the second part of that suggests a lot of coastline.
It's another of those ingredients that could have been grown on my pavement by that fungi spice we used.
Only if it's a very high tide.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. I'm a little bit lost for words on it because very rarely we get an ingredient in front of us that tastes of absolutely nothing.
But it's doing a job.
Yeah.
It's an odd consistency as it's prepared. It literally is very, very gloopy and glue-like. In fact, in olden days, I think they also used to use it to fix false teeth. Had you heard of it before?
No.
I'd seen it in the wild, never in a million years thought that was edible.
So this gelatinous seaweed or Dorset moss has very much fallen out of fashion because other alternatives have stepped in, like gelatin and cornstarch. However, given it's from our British Isles and most of the world thinks our food is terrible, should we make carrageen go global?
As a vegan gelatin alternative, if it can be grown sustainably in Dorset, why wouldn't we share it with the world?
I'd agree. I think it needs to go global.
Okay, boys, number 2, another absolute delight. Lift the blindfolds in 3, 2, 1.
Is that honeycomb?
You always get to the reveal a couple of seconds before I do. Oh! Has it got seaweed?
Oh, it's soft. It's soft
Is it
on
soft?
top.
Oh, it is soft. Is it like
Don't
the seaweed?
stick your finger in it.
It looks like a treacle tart, but with a foamy top.
We've pre-cut it for you. You can take a slice out.
Whoa!
Oh, goodness. What is that?
Is that chocolate?
Is it chocolate, or is it treacle, or is it...
It's very shiny.
Oh my. Oh my, oh
It's
my, oh
got
my.
treacly looking texture to it with like the kind you get from condensed
di
dolce di
leche.
leche, but that's not very British, is it? So I was going to say condensed milk, but cheers. Oh, all right.
Oh, this is okay. Well, I know this. Good, nice textures. Incredibly sweet, indulgent, creamy middle, and a creamy, foamy top.
With a flavour of.
Oh, what is it?
It's
It's a 3-ingredient
Music.
tart.
3 ingredients.
One of those is pastry, as in pastry's got a few ingredients in it, but we bought some ready-made buttery pastry. The filling is made from just 2 ingredients.
Is it a bit yeasty? What is it?
So confused by your tasting notes.
It's very sweet. It's all sugar.
But also, it's very sweet to the point where it's a little bit bitter.
Have you eaten it or something similar before? If so, where?
What 2 ingredients are causing that and that?
That's what I mean. You might be right with like condensed milk. Just when you take a tin of condensed milk and
Yeah.
cook it.
Or evaporated milk.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the difference?
One's evaporated.
Yeah, I know. But it's still there.
It is still there, good
Yeah.
point. Right.
I don't get it.
This is gypsy tart. It originates from the Isle of Sheppey, just off the coast of Kent, that is made from staple ingredients, evaporated milk and muscovado sugar.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Brown
Dark
sugar,
brown
almost
sugar.
molasses, richness,
That's the
treacly.
flavour.
Yeah.
It is believed that it was cooked by a lady who was trying to cook for some Romany or gypsy children who were malnourished. And she brought them into her home and she didn't have much, so she made them a tart from things she had in the cupboard, and it had a lot of sugar in it. It's got the dairy from the evaporated milk, and she was able to give them literally a slice of life as they were hugely malnourished.
Right. Once and for all. What is evaporated milk?
Evaporated milk, and I just had to check, 60% of the water has been evaporated from milk, but it is unsweetened. So it is a very thick, sticky, often comes in tins, is shelf stable. Condensed milk is that, but with added sugar.
Oh, okay.
Aha.
Right.
That makes a lot of sense.
We kind of cheated by buying in a ready rolled pastry, which we just lined a tin with, blind baked, and then you literally just blend up sugar and evaporated milk for a long time, so you get lots of air in it, and then you bake it very slowly, like 100 degrees Celsius, and you kind of get a little bit of separation from those bubbles, but essentially it sets. The sugar in it sets.
I ate quite a lot of it, Barry.
That was a that's nice.
And you are not a malnourished child.
Not anymore.
That was a big slice. Wow. It does remind me of childhood, even though it's a childhood I apparently forgot.
It's definitely a slice of nostalgia. It's got a great backstory and name to it. Can the gypsies keep their tart, or should we take it global?
I like it.
I think we should keep hold of this one. I don't think we should share it.
It's one of those things that only we can really appreciate.
Yeah, I don't think other people around the world will understand it.
It's fair to say
Yeah,
the world is battling against sugar at the moment, and maybe that's not the answer.
Delicious.
Love
Let's
that.
keep hold of it.
Love it.
Okay, something else from the British Isles that I don't think you'd have tried before. Take your blindfolds off in 3, 2, 1.
I have had a beer, not a whole one, but I've had one.
I'm going to guide you through a recipe because I'd like you to huckle my buff.
Huckle my buff. Trying to work out what term means what
I don't.
and where to put it.
Huckle my buff.
Stop saying it.
Huckle my buff is a cocktail from Sussex. All you need to do is follow my instructions. Pour 2 of those cans into the saucepan and heat it up with 6 beaten eggs. Just crack them in
Beat 'em in there,
and give them a whisk.
Those are big eggs.
Sorry, beer.
Whisk as you go so they don't scramble.
Barry, we might have to multitask here.
Scrambled beer.
Out.
I'll do that. These are the biggest eggs ever.
I don't want the mixture to boil, but I do want you to heat it up with the eggs until the eggs start to thicken the beer. This is thought to be the world's first cocktail. The tasty drink was originally made with smuggled French brandy. Have you ever had hot beer drinks before?
Yes, Harry Potter world.
Yes.
Yes.
Butterbeer.
Like butterbeer.
Yes.
That's not beer though.
Like a beer custard.
It is a beer custard, yeah.
What do you think you're making?
Beer custard.
Huckle my buff.
Stop it!
Once it's nice and warm and thickened so that it coats the back of a spoon but isn't lumpy and scrambled, you're going to remove it from the heat, whisk in the rest of the beer, lots of nutmeg and a splash of brandy.
I don't get the flavour combo. Because like, if I was making an omelette, I wouldn't serve it with a beer.
And what other drinks at what time of year might involve warm egg and nutmeg?
Christmas eggnog.
This is eggnog, which would often have a booze through it.
French brandy, smuggled.
About 50 ml.
Yeah, it's about 2 shots.
And then serve it up.
Why did you never make it as a barmaid?
Right, stop it.
Ebbers, one thing you haven't explained is what's the relevance of huffling your puff? Oh, no, right.
No.
Huckle your
Huckle
bum. Buff.
Buff. Huckle my buff.
Huckle my buff. The name, I mean, we're talking back in the early 1700s, so the origins of those various words mean different things. It sometimes goes by the name of Huckle my butt.
Oh, it's much better.
Essentially, I think huckle was to do with corn and hay, and therefore, and kind of like a collection of it, and buff meaning naked. Therefore, it was kind of like, I don't really know. The origin stories are confusing, but
It looks a bit like pancake batter now.
It does look like pancake batter.
Huckle my buff, should it make it to the global cocktail menu?
I'm going to be honest with you, Evers, it doesn't smell great.
Try it. Oh, I'm tasting egg and beer. That's how it's tasting, if I'm honest.
That hot beer with omelette.
Arguably the world's first cocktail. Should it be left in the past, or should we whack it on top of the next cocktail menu and take it global?
I'm thinking like warm drinks that you'd have around Christmas time. Warm alcoholic drinks.
That does get better.
Eggnog.
Nope.
Mulled cider. Mulled wine. Glühwein. You know, all those kind of things. That needs to go back in the butt.
Behind. Leave it behind us.
Yes.
Yeah, back in the butt.
I'm never going to huckle your buff again.
I am so excited for this one because I've known about it for a long time and never had the opportunity to shoehorn it into fridge cam.
Oh God, great.
Boys, lift your blindfolds in 3, 2, 1.
Oh no! Oh, and why does it look so familiar? Oh, it looks like
Stargazing pie.
Stargazy pie.
Yes.
This is Stargazy pie. This is a Cornish classic, traditionally served once a year, and it has such a wonderful story behind it.
I was thinking when the pie was opened, the fish began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the fishy king?
Does this head attach to one of these tails?
Portion up, let's enjoy it, and then let's talk about it.
Head or tails?
Inside is a pie base. We're talking like bacon lardons with usual kind of mirepoix, but essentially leeks and onion and carrot. Cream basis with some parsley, bulked out with egg, hard-boiled egg.
I'm more of a tail man myself, Baz.
Oh my goodness, it's very sloppy. Oh, somehow the tart's on the...
Oh, you made me
Sorry.
touch it.
The saucy bit looks delicious.
This is like the original surf and turf. It's got little lardons of bacon and a little bit of fish.
Non-original version. What's what? Cheers.
Pilchard just being another name for sardine, but perhaps an old-fashioned one we don't use so much anymore. That is so good.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes fish pies can be surprisingly not very fishy, but very meaty. Because of the pilchard, it's got the right amount of sea in there.
The oily fish. So often with fish pie we would use white fish, sometimes smoked fish, sometimes some prawns.
Pastry's unusual as well. It was more like a Cornish pasty pastry than a traditional pie topping.
This is from Mousehole in Cornwall, South Coast.
Never heard of it.
Just down from Penzance. And there is a wonderful story attached to it. And it goes that in the 16th century, there was a Cornish fishing village that in December was undergoing lots of storms and none of the fishermen could get their boats out of the little harbour. And as a result, the entire community was really hungry in the run up to Christmas. And there was one brave sailor, Tom Bowcock, who decided he was going to jump into his vessel anyway, and off he went. And he fought the raging winds and waves and managed to, keeping all his fingers crossed and gazing to the stars for good luck, come back with a ship full of fish. And it was enough to bake into one pie and feed the whole village. And on the 23rd of December in Mousehole, every single year, they bake this pie in his name.
Tom Bowcock, take a bow.
So it's absolutely steeped in legend, it's gone down in history, and yet it's still only a dish that's cooked once a year to celebrate that fine story. There was a poem which was written in Cornish and has been translated. I'll give you the first few lines. A merrier place, you may believe, was Mousehole on Tom Bawcock's eve. To be there then who wouldn't wish to sup on 7 sorts of fish. When murgy broth had cleared the path, come lances for a fry, and then us had a bit of scad and stargazy pie.
I love it. I love it. I love the story.
I love the story.
I actually really love the dish. But it's a typical British dish in terms of like, it's gonna split opinion. You need a story behind it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a spectacle to look at, isn't it? First of all. And then it's a spectacle to eat. And either you're gonna really like it because it's so fishy, or you're not going to like it because it's so fishy. But the story is what brings it all together.
If we had a gastro pub
Yes.
that we chose to take global, I think that would have to be on the menu. Because it's so out there, it's so ridiculous. And I think it is delicious if you're brave enough to give it a go.
Will you be having it this Christmas? Should we take it global?
Okay, it's not to my taste, but as a concept and as a story, I think it's fantastic. I think if it went global, it would get a good reaction.
I'd be happy without the stargazers and just eating the delicious pie. I think it should go global. I love that. I mean, it's ridiculous. Come on. But that's why we're proud to be British.
As always, we would love to hear your opinions in the comments down below. British food, or certainly traditional British food, can get a pretty bad rep. Tell us, would you have wanted to try any of those 4 dishes today? And if so, which ones?
After a hot eggy beer, that is the last thing I want to eat. Really is.
That is all bone. Bacon, leek, creamy sauce. Yeah, it's a bit fishy.
It's not a bit fishy, Barry.
It's well fishy.
It's like I'm living inside a fish.